Welcome to my presentation about the biocultural values of the Mars Creek area and how we can record, protect and preserve these biocultural values for the event of future development in the area. A definition of biocultural values could be the value placed in a region by those who inhabit it, both physically and culturally. For instance, the physical value of an area could be the food it provides a society, whilst the cultural value of the area could be the memories and stories created with that area in mind. This is a map of the Lane Cove River National Park area. Highlighted in red are sites of Aboriginal cultural importance. As can be seen, halfway up the river, sprouting off to the southwest, is Mars Creek. Here is a more localised view of the Mars Creek area. Mars Creek originates up in the Marsfield suburb before flowing through Macquarie University campus and then entering its own area of dry and wet woodland. Here is a map depicting the land use of the Mars Creek area. As can be seen, only a very limited amount of the land use is dedicated to dry and wet forest, mainly to the top right-hand side of the map. This is more clearly communicated when we remove the human land use from the map. As can be seen, only a small portion of indigenous forest still remains. It is essential that we preserve this indigenous forest, as a majority of the region's biocultural value is inherent in this forest. We devised a method of recording this biocultural value using the CyberTracker Android app. To do this, we planned a route throughout the Mars Creek area. This route began in Macquarie University campus before crossing over the M2 into the Mars Creek woodland, before once again crossing over the M2 to walk up beside the pond made out of Mars Creek on Macquarie University campus. Along the route we used GPS to mark specific locations of biocultural importance. These can be seen as the yellow dots. We also took pictures of interesting plants and animals and other habitats that we saw within the woodland. Along the route through Mars Creek we spotted many unique habitats. This is the habitat of a small burrowing mammal. This could either be an indigenous bandicoot or an invasive rabbit species. This image displays one of the many nesting sites of birds found within the Mars Creek forest area. Inhabitants of these nests could include robins, cockatoos, thrushes, pigeons, doves, wrens, and many other bird species. It is imperative that we maintain the habitat for these birds and their future generations. Here's an image of some of the wetlands that can be found in the Mars Creek wooded area. Wetlands such as this one are an instrumental part in ecosystems such as Mars Creek, and provide an essential store for water. They also act as hotspots for biodiversity in the area. Upon leaving the woodland area and rejoining the highway, a scar tree can be found. Such trees have been marked by Aboriginal people for multiple reasons, including crafts and communications. Scars on these trees can be in excess of 100 years old, and so such trees provide an essential part of the history of the area for Aboriginal people. During previous development, Mars Creek has been redirected, notably under the M2 and in parts of Macquarie University campus. It may also have been exposed to industrial and domestic effluent, possibly causing damage to the ecosystem in ways that have not been properly measured. It is essential that the water supply of Mars Creek remains unpolluted as it drains into Lane Cove River, a national park and area of national importance. In this final image is the last site of our trail. Here, Mars Creek has been dammed and allowed to flood into a pond. This pond provides habitat for many aquatic life forms. Ducks can also be found in large numbers surrounding the pond, along with other bird species. This point also represents a socially important space, as it's a place for staff and students at Macquarie University alike to relax and get some fresh air. Near this pond can be found a learning circle, and although only recently installed, it has already become a culturally significant place for Aboriginal students and staff studying and living at the university. The intent of this video has been to demonstrate the biocultural values around the Mars Creek area, and why these biocultural values are important and must be conserved under future development plans. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found it informative.